to do that, but that's third party too.
Well, in the Paizo technology guide that was designed to work with
Iron Gods.
the Iron Gods Adventure Path, there are actual cybernetic arm placements.
We cyberpunk now.
No.
There was also a magic set, like essentially a mithril arm from the mithril armor, and then it's like magic. So there's nothing in there, but it still works like a regular one. It was pretty cool.
Hello out there in YouTube land. I'm your host, Nord, and welcome back to a special edition episode of the Color Animal Inn. I believe this is the third time we've been playing with this particular group. And these are some people that I've played with before. They're basically some members of two of my favorite groups that I've played with before. And I brought them together, kind of merged them into one thing to just, kind of have a little something special to play here. And we'll go over exactly what it is here in a bit. But first I'd like to go through and have everybody introduce themselves and their characters, if you'd be so kind. And the first person on my list is Alan. Welcome back to Color Animal Inn. Alan, how you doing?
I thought the ghost was first.
The ghost is me. The ghost is my avatar in this world, so the YouTube recording will not see the stuff that I see. It'll only see the stuff that you see.
Oh, so okay, because I was gonna try and what's it called? I was gonna ghost you and then see how to win, but then you told me.
Yep. So, what would you like to tell us about yourself or your character there, buddy?
I guess I am playing a half-elf paladin of no particular god. Well, officially I am Midi, or however you pronounce it, but technically, unofficially, I just worship a bunch of good gods, including ones that don't exist in this setting. And my character is kind of a loose cannon at times. If you can imagine,
Kind of.
if you can think of any any cop who I guess Jack Bauer or Batman would work in this situation. But yeah, parents died, and then I went into the church, and then we met a guy who zombified me, and then I'm slowly going more and more insane with anger.
Sounds about right.
That's pretty much it.
Yep. Next in my list, we have Colibre Sinclair. How you doing, Carl?
Hi.
Welcome back.
I am Melamander. Yeah, it's great to be back. Yeah, so I'm Melamander. I play Dark Souls. That's basically it. But today I'm playing a fellow known as Colibre Sinclair, or Cole, or Colonel. He is a very dirty, very unkempt half-elf, wild hunter. He has a bow. He has a wolf. He's all scarred up. He tends to encounter evil wizards, and he hasn't been able to take one down yet. So maybe that's something that he wants to try to do.
Sounds good.
And yeah, that's about it.
Great. Next on my list, we have Osman. How you
Hello.
doing? Welcome back.
I'm doing well. Thanks. I'm glad to be back. My name is Osman, and I am playing a character called N. N is, what do you call those? A kitsune. That's right. A kitsune oracle. That's right. And her whole mystery is flame. She likes to throw fire around. And I guess she's not really accustomed to hanging out with normal people, like society, civilization, and she can be off in her own world sometimes.
Cool. Still a fun character. And that is one group. These are people that I played a little homebrew game called the Purple Crystal Cave Adventure with kobolds or something like that, which I tried to put on YouTube, and halfway through my computer died, so we ended up playing through and not recording, and it was a lot of fun. But this group was kind of left at a cliffhanger at the end when the big bad guy turned everybody into zombies. As a result, they're back infiltrating Mr. Big Bad Guy, Zombie Turner, infiltrating his castle. Um, and we'll find out a little bit more about why they're doing that when we talk to the next group, who I played almost 2 years worth of a Mirandar campaign with, wasn't it? And this consists of Michelle, aka Bug, aka Eatrix. Hi, Michelle. Welcome back to the Color Animal Inn.
Hey,
How you doing today?
I'm alright. So I'm playing Atrix. She is a tiny little person. Likes to sneak around and cause havoc. She was raised by her uncle Tyndall and inherited his sense of humor. And will be playing tricks as she can get away with it. Yeah.
Cool. Yeah, she's a fun character. She's like a fairy or something, wasn't it?
Yeah, half pixie, half gnome.
So very small, little wings. Likes to get in trouble,
Mm-hmm.
or likes to do things that get her in trouble, I should say.
Yeah, she doesn't like to be caught.
Yeah. And we're going to skip over because just because you mentioned him, this is Donnie, who's going to be playing Tyndall. Donnie, welcome back to the Color Animal Inn.
Thank you, Jeff. Hi, everybody. My name is Donnie, like you said. I'm going to be playing Tyndall. He is an aristocrat raised in a very prestigious gnome family named the Sorens. They claim to have once invented the bottle. He is your typical nobleman, finely clothed, very physically weak, kind of robust. He really appreciates the finer things in life. Like Eatrix had mentioned, he does like to pull the occasional trick. He is a wizard who never casts any sort of direct damage effect or uses any weaponry to do direct damage. If he ever does do damage, it's through summons. Otherwise, he pretty much just focuses on enhancements, illusions, things like that. I think that pretty much covers Tyndall.
And who's this with him?
Oh, his bodyguard, which is not actually what he is. It's a man named Oh, you mean the prince?
I do.
You mean the good Prince Strider, the aromatic of the Dianthus dynasty. He is a brave young man who rules as the prince of the skunks. But unfortunately, Strider is currently too young to hold his throne. So right now, Tyndall rules in his place as a regent.
And Strider's not a young man, is he?
He's a young skunk man. And by that I mean he's a skunk familiar for Tyndall.
Skunks are people too.
Yeah.
You know, hey, it's all fine by me. Whatever you are is cool. And then last but not least, we have Nick. Nick, how you doing?
I'm doing good. I'm currently playing Ort, who is an Oreed, which is it's basically half Earth Elemental, and very statuesque in the fact that he literally looks like he has rock for skin, and he is currently working as the bodyguard of Tyndall. At least Tyndall thinks that. He's here to get a relic back that was stolen by the big bad guy from his temple, and it's a relic that supposedly has very strong healing powers to it, and is very spiritually connected to his study of the flowing way and stuff like that. So that's why he is here to fight the big bad guy.
Yes, indeed. And so what happened is the group went out to the bad guy's place and discovered that he was having a dinner party with a bunch of different nobles, all invited. And how did y'all manage to get into the castle?
Disguises.
Yeah, we came along as two noble people and their entourage. We gathered information through the means of Eotrix, stealthily picking pockets. Got a list of expected guests, and there were two names not marked off the list, a male and a female name. So I have donned the guise of a Lord Turd Ferguson, and our good lady N is now the Lady Barbara Bowie. And we have bluffed, diplomacy, and used all sorts of espionage and deception to kind of sneak along under these guises until we were allowed into the castle itself, or the manor.
Cool. Yeah,
Really?
that's great. And who would like to tell us about what has happened since then?
So we toured the facility, and we checked out many places, including the stables, the rooms, the servants' quarters, the kitchen, and we ended up outside by the side of the building, where there was a well. And the well was very attractive to us, so we decided to go down the well. And
Creepy things were down there.
Yeah,
in the well, there were monsters.
yeah, Bug, you were the first one down there. Maybe you should tell us what was found.
I don't want to talk about it. There's some weird, creepy, childlike thing that was.
Yeah, we killed that. Oh, sorry.
There was a friendly skeleton.
Oh yeah.
We killed that fucking skeleton baby thing
Yeah. Super creepy thing.
because it was being an asshole to us.
It was very, very creepy, wasn't it?
It was so creepy that I ran really fast.
So Boone just hopped on her motorcycle and
Yeah.
booked it out of there.
No, I just started running and I took off like that.
He brings his own sound effects.
I know. I got into an imaginary motorcycle, made the sound effects, and took off, floating in the air.
And all right, so after that, y'all, you found another way or another old well, and you climbed up it, if I remember correctly.
Yep.
And then what happened?
I think we're in the basement. There were boxes with stuff in them.
Let me go ahead and bring you over to that map now. And give me a second, because I will probably need to ping you into position. Yep, nothing but blackness at the moment. Let me.
Didn't we get into a fight?
I think we were just about to start a fight because there were guards down the hall
Yeah.
that we were
Here
messing
we are.
with.
Maybe they're just really friendly guards.
They love hugging us with their swords.
Yeah.
This is what I have recorded as the last moments of the last time we played. This down here was like a dancing skeleton. It doesn't seem to have been attacking anybody. I will leave it open as to exactly what that's all about. But I see a lot of red dots on people, meaning they're readying for combat. And yes, indeed. I believe this door had been peeked through. I don't think it was actually opened yet. But you saw there was a dark hallway, and down at the end of it were two human people apparently guarding a door of some sort. And as I recall, the party was about to open this door. I see just weapons pointed at it from all directions. So I suppose, since there is not actually any combat at the moment, we will leave it in open order for people to just decide what they want to do. So let's hit the big start button at this point and find out what we're going to be doing tonight.
Did we ever figure out what that was in the box that required
Um,
assembly?
I don't know if we ever did figure out what that was in the box.
As
not
I
to my knowledge.
recall, you had not. You had spent 2 rounds trying to assemble it, but then abandoned it as the intrigue beyond this door became apparent.
Yeah.
But it was a lot of different little sticks and bits and pieces of wood that seemed to all fit together in some sort of large framework. You're really not sure what to make of it.
We should really check out what's past that door, I say, stepping away from the door.
Oh, okay.
Why were we getting ready again? I can't remember why.
I think we were planning to open
I
it
think we were
for.
gonna open it and like throw a rock or something.
I think I
There
saw
were voices behind the door. I'm pretty sure the door's already open.
Was it open? I don't recall. I don't believe it was because
You have the
we can
dynamic
see
lighting
past
set
it
to
now.
where I can see past it.
Yeah,
like
I
you
have
have
line
to
of
open the
sight.
door.
So.
I think it's
it was open enough
Might
to
be
see
able-
through, but not like completely open.
I don't think anyone's in the line of. Well, N would be able to tell, so
Yeah.
N should be.
Yeah, it looks open to me.
Yeah,
I'm,
it's
like,
open for
pretty
me
far
as
back.
well.
We will
So I think it's
consider
fully
it
open.
open.
Okay. Sure. Oh, okay.
Huh?
wait.
If
Because I remember I wanted to be like on the wall. So would they see? Can they see me there?
If you can't see them, they shouldn't be able to see
Well,
you.
I can see them. I
Like,
I
they
don't
would
know
turn
what way the
wide
door's
as they're
opening though.
opening.
That's why.
And then you guys would be flanking.
the door does open outward, so I guess you would technically be behind the door, but
Oh,
we've
okay.
never really cared much about that. If somebody does decide they want to initiate combat, now's the time. All you got to do is hit initiative. If not, we are still in open, and nobody is hurting anybody. Anyone
Oh,
can
the
say what
guards
they want to do.
notice that the door's open?
They have. They are in the process of noticing it right now. They haven't had a moment to react yet because, I'm still giving you all the opportunity to open fire if that's what you want to do. If nobody wants to open fire, we can start, you can initiate a conversation with them or something, or you can shut the door. You could, get together and play cards. I don't care. Whatever you want to do.
I think we should lure them inside.
Meow.
What the hell is that? Is that a cat? Who's out there? Says one of the guards.
Meow.
Who is that?
I think I saw something all the way over here. Let me look.
Don't worry about it, Ted. It's probably just the lost cat or something they're looking for. Didn't come in here, sir.
Oh, it's just a box.
The cow? Bill, that doesn't sound like a cat to me.
Wait. Can I roll the bluff too?
No?
Jerry, come here. Come here,
I'm
Jerry.
gonna roll the bluff. I'm gonna roll the bluff. I'm gonna do an elephant sound.
Make me an elephant sound.
I don't know how.
I have too much beer to do
Yeah,
it.
come on.
I'm gonna roll for it. Come on.
All right, let's see that roll.
You'll never wait. It said you attempted to use a roll command looking for the value of us. Oh wait. Oh, God damn it! I didn't click on myself.
Your character also can't make an elephant sound.
Yeah, but they don't know what an elephant sounds like. So
Yeah, you probably never even you don't even know what an elephant
I
is.
don't even know what it, I just saw a gray thing with a very long nose.
You've heard tales of olifants, but
I'm going to ask the group. So what does a fox say?
Whoa!
Oh,
I
man.
mean, whoa.
if you bring me to one, I can tell you.
So this is interesting. Bug was making a cat noise, and she rolled an 18, which was okay, not bad. Sounds like a cat, maybe. Then Turd Ferguson, aka Tyndall, starts making a cow noise. He rolled a 30. And these guards are of the opinion that there is a cow down here, and they start moving forward. However, from behind the door comes this sound. Elephant! Elephant!
So what did I
Because
roll?
Alice
So what did I
rolled
roll?
a natural 1.
How is that even possible? Isn't my bluff like 18 or something?
Your end result was an 18,
Oh, okay.
but you rolled a natural 1.
Nice.
Meaning that you failed in the most amusing way possible. That was amusing as hell to me. So these guards are going to draw their weapons, and I believe they're both armed with spears. And they are going to call out, "Who is that?"
Just an elephant. Don't mind me.
Mala, man.
They're going to start moving forward.
Could I use my sword or my axe like the pommel or the end of it?
For what? I mean, you can use that for a lot of things.
Are they wearing helmets?
They are, yeah.
Okay, what kind of helmets? Do they
Metal.
look okay? They look metal. Okay, I want to hit them like
They
over
look
the
really
head with
metal,
it.
man. So what you're gonna do? You're asking basically if you can do non-lethal damage.
Yeah, pretty much.
Which
I
yes,
just
the
wanna.
answer is
I just
yes.
wanna. Yeah.
You're going to be taking a -4 to hit because you're not using your weapon in its intended manner.
That's fine.
All damage done will be non-lethal, and once they're lethal and non-lethal takes it below 0, they go unconscious, but they are not dying. They are approaching. Are you intending to wait until they approach and then kind of ambush them?
I guess if they come out at the same time, I'll just like grab their heads and like smash them together.
Cool. All right, so Alice and Ort are both in a position where they're going to need to make stealth rolls to hide. Alice, you do have the door, going to give you a bonus. But you're also standing there going, "Oh!"
I'm still doing it? I thought I just did it once.
Well, yeah. But, it's obvious somebody was making this noise, so they got their eyes out. But you still need a stealth check from you.
All right. Is that?
It's one of your token actions. It's under S for stealth.
This letter brought to you by the letter
that
S.
Works too. Very good. Very good rolls. And let's see. Everybody else is not in line of sight, so you're doing okay. The guards move forward a little bit, and let me make some perception rolls for them to see if either of them have seen you. Perception check. Perception check. Bill keeps moving forward, but the other guard kind of reaches out and puts his hand on his shoulder and says, "Whoa, dude! There's somebody out there. Please roll initiative."
Oh boy.
Oh, hang on. Stop. Let me clear this. There we go.
Oh, but I had a good roll.
Well, shit. Wait, are we rolling again? Okay, because I ended up getting a 2.
Re-roll, and if you want to put your new roll in there, you may do so. If you want to keep the old one, you may put that in there too.
Hooray for cheating!
Yep. So, and you can change yours to 23.04 if you like. Alice, you can stick with 1101 if you like.
No,
I got
hold on.
Orf,
I'm gonna
I
stick
got
with
Bug,
the 11.
Calibre. I do not have Tyndall.
Sorry. So move that
Is
down.
Skeleton Man gonna help us, or is he gonna keep dancing?
You say it like it doesn't help.
Yeah, I suspect that would be up to Skeleton Man.
Ooh, Skin Man.
All right.
I am not a cheater. I will not modify it.
Oh, lame.
Now I'm going to go through the list. I'm going to make a big circle. I'm going to start with Bug, and we're going to clear out these red dots, and then we'll go into turn order time. So, Bug, you have a red dot, so you were prepared to make some action. What was that action?
I was gonna shoot him when I see him.
Okay, unfortunately, you cannot see them at this point.
Yep.
So you're going to lose your red dot.
Yeah.
Ort, you had a red dot.
I just lost it because it required them being in the room.
Gotcha. Alice, you had one?
Yeah, but I think I need them in the room too, or to like step past me.
Gotcha. So you're going to take your dot off, please. N, do you have a line of sight? I believe you were using a ranged weapon.
Yeah, I do see, like, their feet.
Shoot him in the feet.
I would accept that if you want to make that shot. Yeah.
Okay. I will make the shot.
If you, the player, can see them, then your character can see them, even if just a little bit.
Okay. I will shoot them with acid.
Oh, yeah. Wow. 26. Oh. Natural 20.
That's not bad.
Yeah, good shot.
Oh, man.
So Ted is going to get injured here. First off, you're going to do acid damage, you said, so you're going to roll another d6.
Are you sure 6 or is it 4?
Was it 4?
Let me check.
I tend to think 6 just because 6 is such a default number.
Yeah, I think my acid bonus is 6.
Acid. Bolt. Bolt. Acid. It is 1d4.
Thank you.
But I'll take 1d6.
In this case... What? No. Oh, well.
I almost got doubles.
Now you're going to hit the CH button because that is a critical hit.
Yeah.
Wow.
Oh, man. Oh, no.
So you have shot this guard in the face. You hit him in the eye, and he is now blinded. In addition to that, you hit him for 4 points of piercing damage, which is going to get doubled, making it 8. Adding 3 acid makes 11.
Poor Ted.
And he screams out and reaches up and covers his face and goes, I'm blind, Bill! And Carl, you don't have a red dot, but I'm almost certain you did.
I did, but I don't have a line of sight, so.
You don't?
Not to my knowledge. Unless the
yeah.
I have there's a little bit of black there. I think it would be right where, I don't know.
Let me see if I can.
What the fuck, Osmond?
Yeah, unfortunately, you as the player cannot see the guy. You can see his
What?
green, a little bit of his green bar up here, but you can't see him
Oh.
himself.
Well, I can see like the glint off the doorknob, so I think I'll shoot the wall and see if I can ricochet and hit him.
I would accept that.
Oh.
We can call him as being concealed, which gives you a 50% miss chance. But if you want to take the shot, I will allow it.
Wow. Well, I pretty much have to because that sounds really badass. I'll just shoot at Boone just for fun.
No.
A 22 is potentially. You just shot Alice.
Yeah, because I couldn't target the guy.
I
Oh.
gotcha.
Oh,
Alice is my wall.
Okay,
I
so
was like,
against the guard, that would have been a hit, but there is a 50% chance. So roll a d100 and aim high.
Oh,
Unfortunately, that is a miss. And
my favorite number. Yeah.
but Malamander, if this were like 2 weeks ahead, it would have been a hit.
and you see your arrow go in and ricochet around, and Bill goes, "Whoa!" Ted is now blind. Let's see if he freaks out with a will save. I'm going to say he has managed to hold his mind, and he is going to scream out and yell, "Invaders! Invaders!" And he's going to kind of throw himself in this direction, and you hear just this bang noise as he bangs up against this door here. Ort, it is your turn.
Okay, I'm going to hold a trip maneuver until one of them walks through the door.
Awesome. N, it is your turn.
Okay, I am going to peek them.
Excuse me?
I'm gonna go peek and see if I could hit them.
Oh,
So that's 25,
Very in character for you, Osmond.
and I am going to take a shot.
awesome.
So many fucking people with their cars, damn it.
Can I hit Ted even though he's behind Bill?
You can.
Okay. I will shoot him with a poison bolt.
Wow, you're such
Whoa.
a dick.
Now, this is going to be considered cover, so you're going to have a 25% miss chance, which means roll a 26 or higher.
Oh, I did not know that.
Sorry, I should have said immediately, but I paused while I thought. Unfortunately, no.
You fucked me over, Jeff.
Yep, that's my job, man. I'm the GM. That's a move and a fire, and it is Bug's turn.
Okay. If I... I think I'm technically hidden under Ort. I'm just wondering.
If you want to stop there, you could certainly do so, yeah.
Hmm.
Being a tiny creature, you're able to share a square. Or spare a square, if there's a square to spare.
I don't have a square to spare.
Just one square.
Trying to figure out where I'd be able to see them. I'm gonna have to move. On move. Be able to see them. Oh, you know what? It'd help if I had that turn order not blocking my view. That would probably help a lot. So, I'm gonna fly over here.
Okay.
And I'm gonna shoot at this guy. I can't find my bow. There it is.
First one up there, +1 short bow. +1 glamored short bow, even. And a 17 versus Bill, unfortunately, is not a hit. He is able to deflect the blow somehow. He glances off his armor.
Was he flat-footed?
No, he knows something's up. He thinks there's an elephant and a cow and a cat.
Okay.
And Carl, it is your turn. Or Cole.
All right.
Or Colonel.
So, yeah,
Hey, you.
Mr. Sinclair. All right. So with my bow drawn, I'll strafe up this way until I can see one of these hooligans. And
Hooligans.
I guess I'll go for Bill. And not because he's not blind yet. Oh.
Not a good start to the day.
Well, I mean, I did worse than when I tried to hit a wall, so. Oh.
Oh God.
That is a rough one.
Yeah, that's gonna change some things, isn't it?
Yes, it is. Yes, it is. However, I have implemented a new rule here. Because the 5% chance of causing serious harm to yourselves has been such a high, such a common thing, I have now implemented a thing where you can make a saving throw to negate the effects.
No, no.
So
that's
make
that's
a.
neat.
In this case, it's going to be. I would call it either a reflex, or I would let you have the option of a fortitude save.
Reflex or fortitude.
To do this, but you have to call first. So either you like dodge and don't quite nick yourself, you're able to move your arm out of the way or something, or you do and you're just so tough you resist it.
You can't will yourself to stop bleeding.
Not once it starts. So
yeah, probably reflex would be my best bet.
Yep. So call it a reflex save. Make that save and throw.
Oh.
No, this is meant to be.
Wow.
Alrighty, so you're gonna roll me 2d6.
Wait, is there any brownie point stuff that I could do? Or
Yes, there is. How many brownie points do you have?
Good question. I think it's a non-zero number. Let me just make sure.
Did we get?
I have 2.
Yeah.
Wow.
Oh.
Let's see.
So you could re-roll all the way back to your initial attack roll for 1 bonus point or 1 brownie point.
Wow, that sounds like a steal. Let's do that. So I see the particularly sharp part of my bowstring. I'm like, okay, I'm not gonna put my hand on that. So then I just move it slightly, and then, okay.
Cool.
He had a premonition. That's why.
Yes, that's exactly. So yeah, you spent 1 brownie point. Please make sure you make the record there, and you fire with a 17, which does not hit.
Good enough.
Much
You're a
better than the
psycho,
alternative.
You're a psycher.
Yep. Next up is Alice. What would you like to do, Alice?
I'm just gonna take out. I'm gonna take out Bill. I'm gonna charge him. Actually, how far is he?
Well, if you take him out, but then you charge him, I think you're a prostitute.
Well, no, I mean like I'm gonna rush him. I'm gonna bull rush him, and then I'm gonna smash him into the wall.
Okay, well, the wall's not behind him, but the other guard is.
Oh yeah, I can do that.
Yes. Hang
Ted
on.
is just built like a wall.
Yeah. Hang on, let me pull up my bull rush rules here.
What's my movement speed again? Like 20 or is it
Probably.
25?
I think it's 20.
I'm gonna look up. I'm gonna look up the bull rush rules too.
First thing I see here is that a charging character gets a +2 combat bonus, combat maneuver bonus, made to bull Russian opponents.
Good. We're gonna go full. We're gonna go full linebacker on him.
So you can make a bull rush as a standard action or part of a charge in place of the melee attack. No more than one size category larger. Push him straight back without doing harm. Provokes an attack of opportunity if you do not have improved bull rush feat. I assume that's the case. If your attack is successful, your target is pushed back 5 feet. For every 5 by which your attack exceeds your opponent's CMD, you can push the target back an additional 5 feet. There is something about another -4 penalty on this check for each creature being pushed beyond the first.
Wait, is it they have an attack of opportunity because of the movement, or no?
Yes, they will.
Because it says for me, an enemy being moved does not provoke an attack of opportunity
And
because
what
of the
is
movement unless they possess the greater bull rush feat.
Yeah, I think it's like you take an attack of opportunity, but like if you had that thing, you can like force other people to take attacks of opportunity by moving them yourself.
Oh,
right?
oh, that's what I'm. Okay.
Yeah.
So you just make your grapple attack, not the CMB, please,
Okay.
because that'll give me information I need. It's just right up there under grapple.
17 grapples.
There you
Damn
go.
it.
Yep. So in 15, its CMD is an 18.
Fuck.
So you have just rushed into him, and then in addition, he gets to make his attack of opportunity against you. And he has. That is not a sword, that is a gisarm. It's a polearm type thing. So he's going to make his attack before you even hit him.
Damn it.
And a 21 does not hit.
Hooray for Mithril.
1 point more it would have, so it probably just, your armor just saved her life. And you kind of bash into him, but he manages to hold his ground. And that makes it Turd Ferguson's turn. Tyndall, are you out there?
Can you hear me?
No.
Sorry, we were muted. Let's see. I suppose I will move on up. That is as far as I can move and still act. So I am just going to ready a spell. If I see them come into the room,
Cool.
or if I see them, I'm going to cast a spell.
Part of me wants to ask which spell. Part of me thinks I'd be wiser not knowing.
Yeah, good question.
Castle Guard Bill's turn. And he is going to take a 5-foot step back. And he is going to use that space to attack Alice with his Gizam. Wow.
Oh wow.
Get wrecked.
Man, there's so many criticals being this game.
Alice, your combat expertise has really paid off, and you see Bill. He's not really taking a 5-foot step away from you. He's attacking you. And you realize that he is clumsy enough that you can get an attack of opportunity against him. Would you like to do so?
Yes. Wait, is it Bill or is it Ted?
It's Bill.
Uh,
You can kill Bill.
I could kill Bill.
Well, these 6 seconds don't last forever, buddy.
All right, I'm gonna hit him. I'm gonna hit him with the glaive.
Not with an 8, you're not. But it was a
Damn
good
it.
effort.
I wasn't into it.
Ted is going to be fumbling and pounding on this door. Actually, no. I need to do something else, don't I? One thing I wanted to do was this. Let's see. Let me pick a random. Tyndall, how about you roll me a d20?
Yep, will do.
12. Thank you.
Uh-huh.
And then, let's see. I think I need to do a couple things to do this right. So hang on a second. And let's see. Nick, how about you be so kind as to give me 4 d20s?
So roll 4 d20s.
Yep.
Okay.
Ah, 420.
Alright, let me see. We got a 17. We got a 16. Got a 1. Nice. And another 17. And we'll sort this out. There we go. So now it is, in fact, Ted's turn. Ted is going to scramble for the door. And just for ease and simplicity, I'm going to make it a reflex check to see if he can find the door handle and open the door. He cannot. He is stumbling around, blind. Too panicked, going after the door to make any kind of other action. GM stuff is going to happen. So hang on just a moment. And Ort, it is now your turn.
Okay. I'm going to take that token off, and then I'm going to move. That was 5 feet, 10 feet, 15. Okay, I can actually only move to there. But, yeah, I'll move to there and see if... Actually, I'll take a double move. Actually, I can tell he has a ranged weapon, can't I?
The guards?
Reach.
Reach.
Reach weapon, that's what I meant.
Yes, indeed. He has a spear, a pole arm. It is a reach weapon. He cannot attack you if you're within 5 feet of him.
Okay.
However, he does have other gear on him. He is able to switch.
Yeah, I'll take the double move to move up on him.
All right. That double move means you pass through this square, which is where his attack of opportunity comes into play. So he is going to take it.
One on Alice.
No, not this.
Alice, yeah, Alice took the attack of opportunity on him, and this is in the round. So that is a hit. Ouch.
Yep, I lose 11.
11 points. He was not attempting to trip you, though. He just stabbed.
But I do get a trip attempt as he attacked me.
How's this?
Actually, if you say if it depends where he attacked me. If he attacked me
yeah, he would have attacked you in that square.
Then yeah, I don't get the trip attempt. I would have got it if he was technically attacking me while I was up next to him.
This is a rogue thing?
No, it's a monk thing. It's flowing monk. It allows me to make a trip attempt when they attack me. I only get so many a day, but
And it has to be in melee?
yeah.
So yeah, well that would make sense, I mean obviously, but yeah, so yeah, he attacked you back here, so you still had to move after that, so that would not count, you're correct. GM stuff happens. And it is N's turn.
Okay. If I start shooting, wouldn't be good because my teammates are right next to them, right?
Ted is not as yet in melee combat, and therefore there is no penalty against him.
Okay. I like the
Bill,
sound
however,
of that.
is and would take a -4.
Okay, I will take some steps up. And I will start shooting Ted.
Awesome.
Crossbow. Do that with poison arrow.
Ooh, nasty. Not only is Ted not in melee, he is also blind and therefore unable to make any attempt to dodge a ranged bolt. So you're going against his flat foot, and that is going to be a hit. You're
Woohoo!
doing 2 points of piercing damage and drow poison. He's going to make a save against that,
Yes.
and he fails. So he's going to take 2 hit points, and how much in what is
Dry poison doesn't hurt him. It knocks him out.
Oh, it's unconsciousness?
Yes.
Interesting.
I will send you a link so you can read up on it.
Ranks.
Links. So cute.
Nope.
We'll just go for this for unconscious. Let me take a quick look here. Drow poison, initial effect, unconsciousness for 1 minute. Secondary effect, unconsciousness for 2d4 hours. So he saves after a minute, and if he fails that one as well, he's out for 2d4 hours, otherwise he wakes up. So yeah, very nice. He is not going to have a minute, I don't think. Bug, it is your turn.
Okay. I'd like to move and hide by the door,
All right.
and I'm going to shoot at Bill. I have that feat, so there's no penalty.
Very good.
There's that, and there's that.
Stealth check. You believe yourself to be completely hidden. And it turns out you were. Not only did you hit him for 3 points of piercing damage, but you're going to add your sneak attack bonus.
Make him bleed.
All right, so now he is taking 8 plus 3 for 11. And he is also bleeding 1 per round. Is that the case?
For this round and then the next round. I think it's just 2 rounds.
Cool. Very good. Mr. Spooky Skeleton's turn. And Mr. Spooky Skeleton starts clattering around, waving his arms in the air.
God damn it. Like he just didn't care.
He's going to... in Turd Ferguson's voice, the skeleton cries out, "I'm going to drain your souls, foolish mortals!" As it starts moving forward to here. It looks like it's heading towards Bug.
Looks like he's trying to fly.
Cole, you're up.
All right. Does it look like the skeleton's going like directly for Bug, or? I guess it's hard
to roll maybe a sense motive.
Sounds like a good idea. Let's try that.
Good thing you didn't try and shoot him with an arrow.
Yeah, it is heading directly for Bug. And it's making a beeline. I mean, right towards her.
Huh.
Alright.
Calling out, "I'm going to drain your souls, foolish mortals."
We all know my soul is the tastiest.
What is this, Dark Souls?
That's why I'm worried. Um.
Pure and innocent.
All right. I mean, despite the fact that this skeleton was Bay, I think it's time. I think it's time to
Well,
take a shot at him.
Oh, okay.
Hang on just a minute. If you're going to shoot the skeleton, I do need to change one thing.
And before he's Mr. Bad Guy.
Yeah.
I forgot the guy's name already.
Raven Morgoth?
That is
yeah.
correct.
Yep.
He's Morgoth, and then he's like, I outsmarted you. Starts twisting his newly grown Dick Dastardly mustache.
Okay, one more thing. Hang on.
Oh, actually, could I keep my bow trained on him, and if he's going to attack, or
Yes, that is basically the definition of a ready to action.
Oh, man.
then I think I'm gonna take a ready to action then.
All right. Alice, your turn.
So I kind of before I attack, I kind of say to the door towards the door I came in from. So are we just killing these guys or what?
Classic murder hobo situation.
Well, I was gonna knock him out, but then fucking Firefox here decided to shoot a guy in the eye.
I mean, he's not dead.
Yeah. He was asking for it, really.
Well, Nord is like it doesn't look like it looks like he's getting ready for the big sleep. So I just want to make sure that if we're killing them now and not like before they start screaming.
I think they've already started screaming.
Yeah.
Yeah, Ted's been doing a pretty good job of banging on the door and yelling.
Yep.
That was the door? I thought that was the wall.
No, it's a door.
If you're not careful,
damn it.
Napoleon,
Well, we're gonna have to kill these guys.
or the Grim Reaper will come out and attack us.
Sad but true.
We might already have that happening, honestly.
Sad but true. I'm gonna have to kill Bill.
This is the wrong movie.
Actually, wait. Let me make sure that I can't rev up my chainsaw.
If we kill them, so that way we can take over the band, they might still come back. So we have to be very careful.
Oh yeah, the zombies. Huh?
Wait, what?
Well, better set him on fire.
Let's see. When pulled, a move action, so I can. And I have reach, so this is God damn it. Delete this. So I can have. I'm gonna pull my thingy.
Oh my
Okay.
God.
Very funny.
WT gold.
Yeah, maybe wait until the break to do that.
I'm gonna pull the cord, and I'm gonna hit this guy with a chainsaw and see what happens.
It doesn't have reach though, does it?
It does have reach.
Oh, it does. Yes.
Yeah,
Yes, it
it's a chainsaw on a stick, so fulfills two duties for me.
does. Some duties. 22 going against Bill is a hit for 11 points of damage plus 2 for being revved up. Total of 13 points against Bill.
Sorry.
Turd Ferguson, your turn.
All right. I'm going to scoot on up. I can see both Bill and Ted now, yes?
Mm-hmm.
All right. And then I'm going to scoot back down.
Classic fucking Tyndall.
That is my turn. Well, I will have a spell ready.
I got the feeling I know what you're doing. It is now Bill's turn. You still have your spell ready, right?
Yeah.
Yep.
Yeah, dude.
Bill's turn. Bill is bleeding, so he's going to get to make a fortitude saving throw, which succeeds. He is going to be no longer bleeding, but he did take the point of damage for that,
It was only 2 rounds anyway.
right? And being his turn, he is going to switch weapons until he gets a melee weapon.
Is that a frog?
That's kind of a leader. Let's try
It looks like a
It's
camel.
the same spear. There we go. This is an axe,
Oh boy.
which he is going to swing at you, Mr. Ort,
Mhm.
and hit you with a 24 for 15. Ouch.
Ooh.
I get a trip attempt on him.
Awesome. Just do the grapple.
Yeah.
I'm going to remove that CMB one of these days. Grapple is more effective.
Wasn't a flurry +2, but does not. Nope.
Yep,
I
so a
missed by
total
1.
of 17?
Yep.
Yep, you missed by 1. You need an 18. You got any brownie points?
No.
GM's turn.
Really quick, Jeff, did we get brownie points for being on time today?
Yes, everybody should get one more.
Ah, perfect.
Ah, great.
Well, except Nick. Sorry, Nick.
Well, yeah, I know. That's why I said I had done.
Is it in character sheet again? I can't remember where we put it.
Core.
Yeah.
Core. Okay,
It's
that's
by
what it is.
experience, I believe.
Yeah.
I have 3.
So Ted is unconscious. That's not going to stop this door from opening.
Uh-oh.
And hitting him?
This door is
What?
going to open inward.
Aw. Money.
That's not fun.
And I need to do first. I need to do this, and then since he is the guy opening the door, let's have him.
I guess we're killing everyone today then.
Yeah.
Yep.
We go to dynamic lighting layer, and let's see. Can I rotate this? And not easily. Just move it to the side. And Castle Guard 12. Yep, he's the one whose turn it is. So he is going to fire at Ort. Heavy crossbow at point blank range. This is going to hurt, Ort.
Does he have the
My AC is a 20 though.
Does not. I'm reading you as an 18.
It is a 20 while 2 enemies are around me.
Yep. Flowing Monk is a fantastic archetype.
Cool. So keep that in mind.
Yeah,
13
that's
does
why I
not
had
hit.
mentioned it there.
Awesome. Castle Guard 14's turn. So he is going to turn, and he is going to go right here, and he is going to swing at Alice. Alice, he moved within
Yeah.
your threatened range,
So I get an attack of opportunity.
if you would like.
Yeah.
8's not going to do it.
Damn it.
He has a great sword or short sword. No, short sword, so it's got to be a great sword.
A sharp stick.
or long
Yes.
sword?
And a 13 is not going to be a hit. Ort, it is your turn.
Okay. I will attempt a flurry of maneuvers. Which instead of a flurry of blows, I have flurry of maneuvers now, where I can, and then I'm going to try a trip attempt on. Well, okay, let me take a 5-foot step real quick, and then I'll do a trip attempt on Castle Guard Bill and Castle Guard 14.
Cool. And let me just clarify, 14 has a long sword. I used the wrong button.
Okay.
Not that it matters.
Okay.
So.
And then I will also spend one of my key points to reroll this first trip attempt.
Well, you haven't even
Oh.
rolled it yet.
Yeah, that's what I have to declare it beforehand.
Oh,
Yeah, it rolls twice and takes the best.
interesting. Okay.
Yeah,
So
so
first one is going against guard 11. No, guard Bill. Duh.
Guard Bill.
Yep.
I still get 2 rolls against him though, so that's going to definitely be the one I take.
Damn.
Cool. Let's go ahead and resolve this real quick. Hit the critical hit table and see if that can be applied.
Exploding head. Oh.
So would you have done would you have harmed his leg somehow?
I mean, I would have been doing a trip attempt, so I mean, I would have been sweeping his leg.
Cool. So maybe you'd kick him right in the knee or something,
Yeah, so
given the opportunity.
yeah, so my trip attempt takes him out at the knee and does 3 damage.
3 points of damage, and he is prone, and he's on his knees doing the Family Guy thing.
And then I will attempt another grapple again, or another trip attempt against guard 14.
Are you going to be using your key?
Yes, I will use a key point to reroll
While
the
he's
dice.
while he's trying to do these trip attempts, I'm just gonna be like, sweep the leg, Johnny.
And
Oh God, he actually is doing it.
Yes. So he is going down as well.
Yep.
And just to spoil your fun, you didn't need either of those keys. Oh,
actually, I did because I have a -2 for flurry of
maneuvers.
I think it's the same as if I was doing a flurry of blows. I don't know if the -2 counts as trips.
Well, I'm reading here +1 if flurry, -2 if flurry, and then +2 is if trip. So you would have ended up with a total of +1.
Oh, yep. You're right.
So there you go. Good work. Is this line supposed to be here?
Oh no, I put it there and I couldn't get rid of it.
Got it. Castle Guard 13. This guy up here that you can't see is not armed with anything. He was dealing the cards. So he is going to whip out a weapon, which is a spear or a gisam. And he cannot reach you there, so he's going to move over here. And from here, he can stab at Ort. Ort, you might have chosen the worst possible place to stand.
Probably, but
Not in that case, because a 12 is not going to be a hit. Taking it to End's turn.
Okay. I like that. I am going to take a move. I have 30, right? I think so. 30. All right. And I am going to move some more because I cannot. Oh, I can see their name tags. Can I shoot at them?
No, I'm saying if you have to be able to actually see some part of their actual token.
Okay. Then I am going to move some more. I'm going to move here. Right here.
All right, that's a double move. Taking it
Yes.
to Bug's turn. Who may be muted again. Oh, there she is.
I'm thinking. Let's see. He's prone. Does that count as flat-footed, or no?
No, he can still, dodge and shit. He's just, it's a prone, gives you a -4 in ranged attacks.
I think if you're prone, I think you count as flat-footed, or you lose your
Or you
I
lose
think
your-
lose your dex.
I'm curious if I need to rehide or not for my sneak attack.
Oh, yes, you do.
Okay. I'm going to hide behind in.
Oh, thanks. Why don't you paint circles on me and make me a huge target?
Yep,
So
the
that's-
prone doesn't say anything about losing stats or anything.
You are correct.
And yes, you believe yourself to be well hidden in End's tail.
And then who do I want to shoot? I guess I'll shoot at Bill. He kind of asked for it.
Sure.
So close to a crit.
Yep. Doesn't matter though, because a 30 is still good. So that is a hit. 3 points of piercing damage, plus 9 because you do get the spell, the sneak attack. So you're going to do 9 plus 3 is 12 points of damage to
Plus
Mr.
bleeding.
Bill.
Yeah, and the bleeding.
And then bleeding again. He's going to take 1 point of bleeding damage. Cool. Alright, let's see. GM's turn. And Mr. Spooky Skeleton is going to kind of start rattling around. He's going to run into the hallway. And he does, he's going to say, "Let me drain your soul with a kiss. Give yourself to me. I will control your mind." And he runs to right here and he starts kind of flailing around, but he doesn't seem to be attacking anybody, which is a little odd. There you go. Colibri, your turn.
All right. So I know that Mr. Spooky Skeleton just wants a kiss, and that's fine.
Yep, he was moving towards Bug, but he made no actual threatening maneuvers towards her, so you didn't fire.
Yeah. So I'll get in a better position, and then I'll wait. I can't see. Gotta zoom in a little bit.
Yeah, it's getting a little cluttered down there.
Yeah. Bill's still alive, right?
It's World War.
Yes.
It's World
Right.
War II in that hallway.
Take that, Bill.
23 minus 4 because he is prone. Unfortunately, that is not a hit. Missed him by 1.
Dang.
Dang.
And
Sad.
also, do you have a precise shot?
I
Or point
believe
blank?
so. Yeah,
neither one would help.
like within range of allies and stuff.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah, okay, so that would only just be a -4, not a hit.
Yeah.
Alice, it is your turn, I believe. How long does a rev go? It's like 3 or 4 attacks?
It's my strength bonus. And didn't I pull it last round?
You
Or
did,
the
but
round-
you've made 2 attacks with it.
Oh,
One was
So-
an attack of opportunity.
okay. So it only, well, it says it lasts for my strength modifier round.
Right, and in your case, that is
3 rounds. 3.
3 rounds, so you get 1 more attack before you have to rev it up again. So, would you like to do so?
I'm just gonna kill Bill
All right.
because he's been alive for too long.
13,
Son of a bitch.
which
He
comes
lives
to a
again.
17 because he was prone,
Oh yeah.
which unfortunately is still not a hit.
God damn. Wait, I'm using the brownie point.
Really?
I'm re-rolling it.
Oh man.
Don't hang on. Before you roll, there may be a better way to do it.
Oh,
you
add
can
5 to it.
add a +5.
Yeah, I'm gonna add a +5 to it then.
Cool. So that's 17 plus 5 is a 22, which is a hit. And you're going to do 10 points of slashing damage
12.
plus 2 for it being pulled. Total of 12. He had 11 hit points left.
Ah!
And he is dead and bleeding from 2 separate wounds.
Bill has been killed.
Yes. And you have a move if you want.
I guess I'll just be like. Actually, I could just rev it up again, couldn't I?
Now you're thinking.
Yeah, I'm gonna do that.
Turn
Yes.
Ferguson, it is your turn.
All right. I'm going to step on up here, and I am going to
I think these are the ones.
cast a spell. Let me just a tiny little bit of this. Yeah. Yep. And I cast a spell.
Alrighty. Let me look at your vision.
All right. I don't know. Let's see. I moved 5, 10, 15. Let me move just a little further.
You would have moved your full 20.
Yeah.
Yeah.
It's working very well for me.
Alrighty, I got you. Okay. So yeah, I'll let that spell target your target.
Okay. That's it for me.
And I need to make a saving throw for this guy here. And that is a will save.
Yep.
Yep. Alright, there is no apparent effect from your spell.
All right.
Which is a shame, too, because Castle Guard Bill is now dying for, convenience. Someone's been telling me these are supposed to be Constitution checks. I just do Fortitude saves. It's just fine by me. So he failed. He's going to take another few hit points of damage and is effectively completely out of the game. Excuse me. Castle Guard 15 is this guy up here. He is going to move 5 foot there and take a swing at Ort with his long sword. No, he does have the great sword. Two-handed, so yeah, great sword. Which is going to be real bad if he hits Ort. Which he does not, because Ort's now at a 20 armor class, not an 18.
And I do get a trip attempt against him. And miss it.
9 plus 1 is 10.
Oh.
Oh, no, plus 3. No, just
Yeah,
plus
no,
2.
no. Yeah, no, it's nowhere close.
The plus 2 of trip, right?
Yeah,
But neither of the
it's still
flurries. So an 11 is not a hit. Castle Guard Ted is unconscious. Castle Guard 12 has the crossbow, so he's going to reload. And he is going to fire. If he makes his will save, he's going to fire at Ort. If he fails, he's going to fire at the scary-ass skeleton, which is a fail. So he is going to fire at the scary-ass skeleton and does not do any harm to it. Castle Guard 14 is the one prone by Ort, and he is going to make an acrobatics attempt to roll away without provoking. Skills, acrobatics. He rolled a natural 2 and just sort of stumbles in place, leaving him open to attacks of opportunity from both Ort and Alice.
Ooh, I'm gonna get in on that.
Yeah, I guess I'll do a normal hit on him.
But then I botch it too.
Alice missed. Ort hit. Ort's going to do 6 points of damage to him. Alice needs to roll a critical miss.
Hooray! Where is it?
CM.
Where's critical miss again?
Bottom, CM.
On C and in the bottom.
It's one of your one of the buttons. Do you have buttons down at the bottom of your screen?
Nope.
Okay, go into settings.
Oh. Shut off the macros.
Yep. Turn them all back on. You want the CM for critical miss. And
Damn
just a
it,
hint,
it's-
you can right-click on those buttons and change the color to make it easier to find them.
Oh, I didn't know that.
Huh.
Oh,
What do you know?
That new?
Oh,
I was wondering how you got yours colored like that.
critical mess.
All right.
My chainsaw.
I'm going to have to call this probably a reflex check. No,
Oh.
no, this is going to be a will save.
oh no.
Why will though?
Because if you make the swing, you're going to hit the wall and damage your chainsaw by trying to chainsaw stone. But if you're smart enough, if you're able to
Oh,
will
okay.
yourself to avoid making this attack of opportunity, you won't hit the wall and don't damage your weapon.
I gotcha. Okay.
He's gonna do the same thing with the great sword.
Yeah.
Well, I'm stealing the guy's great sword. So,
Great. Just back to that.
yeah. So I'm just gonna like break weapons and keep replacing them with the same one.
That's beautiful.
Oh, god damn it!
Yeah, no, unfortunately, you have now damaged your weapon.
I'm gonna roll brownie point again.
Really?
Yeah.
And you're
I don't
gonna-
wanna. I don't know how much left we're gonna be in this castle.
Alrighty, so you can make
And
that
that's like
that will save again,
I'm gonna.
or do you want the 16 points?
What do you mean?
Well, you can add a 5, or you can re-roll the d20 for
Hmm.
1 brownie point.
Couldn't I re-roll the attack?
Yes, you can.
Okay, I'll re-roll that instead.
All right.
Because what if I get like I cut myself instead? That's better.
Yep.
Yeah.
A 13 does not hit though,
Okay.
and that is guard 14's turn, making it Ort's turn.
Malamander, I'm the psyker.
Okay. I'm going to try a grapple, trip attempt on the one that I failed on earlier.
This guy here.
Yep. 19.
19 is a success, and he goes down.
And then I'm going to go ahead and take a 5-foot step over here.
Excellent.
And that's my turn.
Okay, Castle Guard 13 is currently armed with a spear. Gives him reach. But in Pathfinder, I don't think he technically has enough room to reach Alice, because this is 15 feet of distance, whereas he can only go 10. So he can attack either of these squares, but cannot attack her here. Both his allies are prone, so he could step over them and stand in this square right here. But he is not that dumb. So he is going to pull out a crossbow. If I can find a crossbow. There we go. And he is going to shoot at Ort on a 1, Alice on a 2, or Big Fucking Scary Skeleton on a 3 or a 4. 1 crossbow versus Mr. Big Scary Skeleton does not hit. And it is your turn.
All right. Let me just express how grateful I am for Mr. Scary Spooky Skeleton by tanking all our damage and drawing fire. Okay, I'm going to move.
Well, guy.
I'm going to move like this. Then I won't provoke, right? Because Ted
That
is
is
not going to.
correct.
And then, because I can reach them, I'm going to go stab, stab, stab.
Okay, you cannot reach this guy here.
Okay.
Because you're using a spear that uses reach, right? So you can't attack. Oh, no, no, never mind.
It's just a regular spear, I think.
Yeah, okay.
So I can reach.
You can reach him, but not the other one.
Okay. Okay. Okay.
You
So
could
I
also
can.
technically stand in this square because Ted is unconscious.
Oh, but I would provoke.
Not if you came like through Ort's square and then, you know what I'm saying? If you were to move here and then here, that would not provoke.
Okay.
I'm just
No,
trying to give you your
I'll-
options.
Yeah, I like options. I will stand here though.
Alrighty,
I will stand my ground.
you got it.
I will. Let me go pierce this guy right in the middle.
That is guard 15, which is this guy here. 14 is not a hit.
Dang.
A bug, it is your turn.
Okay. I would like to try to demoralize them. I'm going to call out to them that my undead minion will feast on their souls. Generally be scary and creepy.
Alright, so this is an intimidate check.
Mm-hmm.
If you succeed, the opponent will become shaken. The DC is 10 plus the target's hit dice plus their wisdom modifier. And I believe you're going against one opponent. I don't think you can demoralize more than one at a time. I'm reading.
Whichever one is closest. Probably this guy.
Which one?
Probably that guy.
Alright, he is prone. If that makes any difference.
For intimidating?
Well, just in your choice.
Oh. Well, then maybe the one that's not prone.
The guys back with the crossbows might be a better idea. Both of the frontline guys are both prone.
Okay, I'll do that one then.
Okay, so number 13, the back and to the left.
Yeah.
Cool.
That-
So their class, their hit dice plus 10 plus their wisdom bonus, and an 8 or a 19 is what you rolled on your intimidate. So you have shaken Castle Guard 13.
Eat his soul. Okay, and then
Let's see. For 1 round and plus 1 for every 5 by which you just made. So he is shaken for 2 rounds.
ooh la la.
Shaken means specifically -2 penalty on attack rolls, saving throw skill checks, and ability checks. Less severe state of fear than frightened or panicked.
Yep.
Good work.
Gotta just go get him.
Yes. And did you want to move or anything?
I did. I want to go move behind the skeleton and hide.
You got it. And you believe yourself to be fully hidden. Mr. Spooky Skeleton himself is now taking a turn. And he is going to point at the castle guard. This one right here. He's going to say, "Now you'll feed me your essence. I shall devour you." And it is going to move forward here, and it's going to kind of reach out and just flail around at the guard. I'm going to shrink him down just so he fits better in a single square. And, you know, the castle guard is going to make a saving throw, and he's just like, ah! But, you know, it's not doing any damage, so. Carl, it's your turn.
Okay. So, I'm gonna catch up to my friends. So I'll go like here, and then second move to like here.
All right.
That seems good. And then I'll call Jerry over a little bit.
Yeah, I had just
Sure.
noticed, literally just that moment, had clicked on Jerry to bring him back
Yeah,
into the game.
She's watching out
Yep. Cool.
because someone's got it.
Couldn't she have like attacked?
Yeah, but
I guess it would have
No.
made it more of a clusterfuck considering
Yeah.
like there's a fucking party in the hall.
So I can
Yeah.
zoom the screen in a little better. Give me just a second here. Oops, wrong direction.
There's just a pile of bodies in this hall now.
I need to go way in, can I? There you go. Yeah, so those of you at home watching, that's kind of the messy pile that we're trying to sort through here, but we're doing it. So, Kyle, your turn is over. It is now Alice's turn.
I can take a 5-step hop, 5-foot hop, without being attacked of opportunity, right? Are those guys
They're both prone,
Oh, they're both prone. Okay.
but the skeleton is in this square, so you can't stand there.
Could I hop like where's the thing? Like, could I hop like right here, and then
No, you cannot
Be
move
over.
through an enemy square.
damn?
You can. It's just a really hard acrobatics check.
This is true.
I guess I'll just attack the guy that's prone until like people start dying more.
Sure.
Because right now I can't really.
Prone is a good place for him to be if you're going to be attacking him. Gives you a +4 to hit, which you didn't really need, but you do in fact hit. That is 7 points of damage, and I believe you have one more attack left with that blade.
Is it a ×3 crit if it's 25 with the bonus or no?
No,
Okay.
because that just goes off the base number.
Okay. So I did 7 damage.
You did. And, I think we just determined what I have to ask again. Did you want to move?
I'll just no, I'll just stay. Well, no, I'll stay. I don't think there's any oh well, I guess I can go here.
Yep.
Oh yeah.
Bug
I
is
can see
technically
better
more
now.
in that square with the skeleton, so I'm just going to switch y'all over.
Yeah.
Okay.
Mr. Ferguson, sir.
All right. I like what that skeleton's up to, so I'm going to try to assist it by casting Ghost Sound. I'm level 4, so I can make it sound a volume equivalent to 16 humans. So I just want to make something that sounds like a swirling vortex into the deep depths of the skeleton's soul eating.
Just like a bunch of wailing souls.
Yeah. And it's like, please.
Almost like the whispers earlier.
So that's what I did.
I knew he was just fooling us this whole time.
So yeah, that's the thing.
If you care, if they have to make a will save, the DC would be 15 because it's an illusion. Actually, it would be 16.
And if they fail?
If they fail, that's up to you.
They think it's real.
Yeah, that's true. They would think that the sounds are actually coming from this thing's gaping maw.
So far, only one of them has failed. All right, so both of these guys down here are going to be afraid of it. Let's see. That looks kind of scary. There we go. Let's see. Castle Guard 15 is the prone one. And he is going to make an acrobatics attempt. Eventually. So try to roll back out of the way. And he fails, so he's going to take an attack attempt. Or he can take an attack from Anne and Alice.
And me.
And me. What do I have to do?
It's going to be this guy here.
So,
Yeah, for convenience, I can move him if you need.
well, what? No, I mean, like, what do you want me to do?
He is trying to move here, and you get to take an attack of
Oh,
opportunity
okay.
against him
Yeah.
if you like.
Yeah, definitely. Sorry.
So I get to stab him too.
You do.
I will love to stab him.
I don't think I hit him.
Is there a difference between piercing and bashing for targets like these?
Different.
It won't matter with them. They're both equally successful.
Okay.
Well, he is flat-footed, so you might have hit him.
Oh, he is.
Is
Oh no. How
Or no,
much?
he gets a minus for being prone. That's what it is.
Yeah, -4. It's
Yep.
melee.
Which
Okay,
one is
just-
15? I can't really see the name
is
tags.
this one right here.
Okay. I will stab, stab, stab.
All right. The spear does not hit, but the glaive did. And the
Yes.
glaive did 7 points of damage and winds itself down. He is going to end up right there. That is his standard move action. He's going to use his standard action for a move and stand up. Making it the next round. And really quick, somebody out there said they had to go about now. Do we have time to do one more round first?
As far as I know, yes.
Then Castle Guard Ted is unconscious, and I'm going to leave him in here. I am going to give him a will or a fortitude save to see if he wakes up, but it's not going to be an easy one. Nope. Castle Guard 12 is this guy here. He is scared of the skeleton and therefore is going to shoot it. And he is going to miss. And he is going to turn around and climb up on top of the bed. He climbs up onto the upper bunk, and he's like reloading his bow. Castle Guard 14 is this guy here who is prone, and he is going to make an acrobatics attempt. I think this is acrobatics. Yes, it is. And that is successful. He actually technically has to make one against each of you, but that's a pain in the ass. So I'm going to have him skitter back over here, and then for the rest of the turn, he's going to cower between the bunk beds. He's down on the floor, though. Making it Ort's turn.
Okay, it is my turn. Those are there to risk, but I can try it. There's so many in there, though.
Why risk it?
Yeah. Instead, I'll just. I'm just not gonna do. I'm not gonna move in. I'm gonna wait for if other people want to move in. So.
Might I suggest
just-
drinking a healing potion?
Do we have any?
Do not know.
Being party.
I don't know that we have party loot yet. Because I think we just have personal stuff.
Is there a party loot?
Party loot 213 2016 potion of cure moderate.
What is party loot? Okay.
It came with the bag.
Have at it. Oh,
That is correct, yes.
yeah, drink away.
So I will go ahead and drink that. So
Alright, so all these items are no longer in the party loot. This is actually from the other game, so let me erase these.
oh, okay.
But
And
that one particular one is there, so if you want to use it, consider it
Okay.
used. You good?
Yep. So I heal 10 at
Cool.
least. That's my turn.
Alright. Guard 13. What was this? He was confused or something? He was shaken. He was taking a -2 penalty.
Yeah.
His targets available are Ort, Alice, Skeleton, and Bug. So let's do Ort, Alice, Bug, 1, 2, 3, and then Skeleton on
I'm
4
hidden.
and 5. Oh, you're right, you are hidden. Yeah, so Ort and Alice, 1 and 2, Skeleton, 3 and 4. Ort.
Okay.
Not good.
No.
He has injured himself. Unfortunately, you're not in a position to do anything to him, so he merely missed.
Oh.
100 charisma loss?
That would have been great if Osmond was the one who bit him.
I go feral.
Yeah. Let's see. He is just going to use his turn reloading. Oh, we just lost. Oh, no, that was Alan. Thank you, Alan. And it is your turn.
Okay.
I'm going to do a little cleanup real quick.
Okay.
Just move that there. A little bit easier.
If I take a 5-step to right beside Skeleton Man, I will get hit by him, right? Or he'll take an attack
Mr.
of
Skeleton?
opportunity.
He certainly has the opportunity to do so, yes. You can try an acrobatics attempt.
Or I could move. I want to move here, like this.
Now,
And then I'll start. Sorry?
that still risks an attack of opportunity as you're moving through these squares.
From Mr. Spooky Skellington?
Yeah.
Oh, he's a bad guy?
No. I mean, he hasn't actually attacked anybody yet, except for that one guard.
Okay,
But
well,
if you're asking if he's going to attack you here, then the answer is the same as if he attacks you here.
I was asking about guard 13.
No, he cannot take an attack of opportunity.
He has a ranged weapon.
Yep.
Oh, can I redo that then?
You certainly can.
Okay.
Misunderstandings always lead to redos.
Okay, I'm going to step here.
Perfectly
And
valid.
then I will shoot my crossbow.
And before he shoots him in the eye again.
I'm going to shoot the castle guard on the left because he doesn't have any status effects.
Gotcha.
And I'm going to shoot him with poison.
Oh.
Oh,
You better hope you don't end up shooting yourself.
Why are there so many criticals? That's not fair.
1 in 20, my friend. That cannot happen. You simply missed.
Yeah, I like that.
Bug, it is your turn.
So many. Okay. Going to shoot at the one that I intimidated, which was
13.
This one.
So right here.
This one.
While I'm hidden.
Yep. 16 is not a hit.
And flat-footed.
Yeah, even with range, if you have the range thing, still not a hit.
I have +1 too. Yeah.
Yeah, 17.
30.
Unfortunately.
Flat-footed. No. That's so sad. The whole thing is flat-footed.
Sorry, not a hit.
You did it.
You want to rehide as your move?
Yeah. Can I intimidate again too?
No, intimidate would be a standard action.
Okay. I will just rehide. That.
Gotcha. Mr. Spooky Skeleton. Let me think. What kind of weird, wacky hijinks is he up to today?
Like he's just living in his basement.
Let me think what he's going to do. What is Mr. Spooky Skeleton going to do? He is going to move into the room, gesticulating wildly, and he's going to move past this guy and actually move here, meaning this skeleton guard, or this castle guard, is going to take an attack of opportunity against him with his greatsword. And that is a hit. It's going to slash this guy for 6 points of damage. And Mr. Spooky Skeleton is going to continue going, I will devour your soul, eat me, I will eat your soul, kiss me, I will kiss your soul, eat me. And it is Cole's turn.
Wow. I don't know how I'm gonna show up that, but I guess I'll try.
Shoot him in the eye.
All right. I'll continue moving in closer.
5 feet, 10, 15, 20, 25.
This looks like a really nice spot. All right.
Oh, man.
So let me see. Yeah, I'll shoot at this guy. He looks like he could use another one. Oh, maybe I could use another trail.
Unfortunately. Ooh.
Wow.
Uh-oh.
Like
Okay,
two?
here's what's
Wow.
going to happen. Here's
Uh-oh.
what's going to happen. Unless you use a brownie point to undo your attack, you have to roll twice, and then you're going to save versus each one individually. You do not
Oh,
get to
boy.
save versus bad luck.
Oh my god.
Well, I've already used one today, so I might as well use two.
That's what I said.
Yeah.
Are you
So,
going to go re-roll the
yeah,
attack?
I'm just gonna do it again. Yeah.
All right.
As much as I want to play musical disabilities, I don't want to.
Wow, Malamander, you got dubs.
Wow. Look at
Do
me go.
you consider Mr. Spooky Skeleton an ally?
Shouldn't it not matter? Since I have.
Oh, yeah, you're right. For you, it would
Yeah.
matter.
And plus, I got a +1 to them within 30 feet.
So that's 23. You're doing
Yeah.
11 points of piercing, and you did corrosive damage.
Yeah.
So a total of 14 plus 1 for the range. 15 damage, right?
Yep. That sounds about right.
15 points it is. And this guard is now about halfway killed.
I contributed. Yay.
You did
All right,
it,
my wolf. Move closer.
Alice
And now
is
I'm done.
Gotcha. I
You
forgot
did
about
it.
Jerry again, too.
Yeah.
Alice, you're up.
If I'm here, and then I can do. So I'm gonna take a hop right here. Oh god, there's more guards than I remembered. Story of my life. And then I'm gonna pull my saw again, and then I'm gonna attack Mr. One.
That is a hit for 8 points of damage. Turd Ferguson.
All right, I'm going to spend my round casting Some Nature's Ally, or not Some Nature's Ally, Summon Monster 2.
Interesting.
That'll take my entire round. So next round, the stuff will appear.
You got it.
Oh shit, Mr. Skeleton is gonna die.
Castle Guard 15 is this guy with the weapon. He's going to attack Mr. Spooky Skeleton. Great sword, swing, 23 is a hit for 4 points of damage.
Oh god.
Well, at least he's a skeleton, so slashing isn't really hurting him.
Yep. Castle Guard Ted is still unconscious. Castle Guard 12 sees the guy up on the bunk with the bow. And he is still, what was that, scared, frightened, shaken, something like that?
Shaken.
Intimidated, demoralized. And he still is going to take a shot. He is scared of Mr. Spooky Skeleton, so that's who's shooting. And that does a minimum of 1 point of damage. No, that misses because he didn't. He doesn't have precise shot. Number 14 is going to say something along the lines of, I wish I'd listened to my mother. Ort, it is your turn.
Okay. I will go ahead and walk into the room. And walk up to, I guess, here.
Yep.
And then I will try a trip attempt on Castle Guard 13. Miss.
Unfortunately. Castle Guard 13 is going to switch weapons. Randomly pulling out a long sword. And let's see. He is the one who is demoralized, but he is going to make an even attempt to either skeleton or Ort 1 or 2, respectively. Mr. Skeleton, with his long sword, 17 does not hit.
Oh, man. Good, because I cannot heal this guy.
And he is going to come back to his senses, and it is N's turn.
All right. I will shoot. Oh, rather no. I'm gonna stab. I will stab guard 13.
All right, going directly in front of you.
Can I reach him?
Sure can.
Okay.
Well, no, you can't. You have that spear. I'm sorry, that's a 5 foot reach. You need to move forward.
Okay.
You might want to get a long spear.
Yeah.
Oh, yeah. You have a short. Is it a short spear?
If I shoot him, is he in melee combat with a friendly? The
With
spooky
Ort,
skeleton
yes.
is friendly. Oh.
No, but Ort's tried to trip him, so.
Okay. You know what? How about I will shoot the one beside him?
That is guard 15.
Okay. Is he under? Is he
He
meleeing?
He is not. He
Okay,
is
I'm gonna shoot the
valid
crap out
target.
of him.
He got it.
I'm gonna acid him.
Pew!
No, you're not.
I will not.
I don't believe you moved yet. You can do so. Don't know where, but it's up to you.
I'm good.
Bug, it is your
Thanks,
turn.
though.
You believe yourself to be hidden, more or less, at Alice's feet.
Okay. I can't tell which one. So do that so I can see. So this one looks the most hurt, so I'm gonna shoot at him.
All right.
And pew!
26 is definitely going to be a hit. 3 points of damage plus sneak attack plus 1 bleeding. So 13 damage total.
The right head.
He is bleeding. Actually, just for 1 round. There you go. And re-hidden, you certainly do believe that you are re-hidden. Mr. Spooky Skeleton, his head starts spinning around and around on his neck. And he just starts laughing like a madman. Any second now, the portal of souls will open, and all will be devoured. And he flails uselessly at Castle Guard 15. Calibre, your turn.
Oh, okay. Well, I mean he hasn't attacked any of us, so
He's my undead minion.
yeah, like he can't be that bad, right? I mean, he wanted to kiss me, and like nobody wants to do that. So
See, that would make me suspicious.
well, I mean, there's not much suspicion when you're this desperate. And so I'll attack this guy.
Didn't I cast Detect Evil on him?
Oh,
and,
no.
like,
God.
Colin,
Again.
is that like 3 out of 4 or something?
Yeah, something like that.
Wow.
I think you have to burn your mouse now.
I yeah, that seems. Well,
Oh,
I
God,
certainly don't
Malamander.
want that, so I'm gonna use my last brownie point.
Well, you do have
And
the saving throw. Remember that.
yeah, but my weapon's pretty much the only thing that makes me me.
This is true.
Yeah, so too bad.
One more brownie
I'm
point
not.
going?
Yep.
All
Damn,
righty.
Malamander.
A 20 is a
Okay.
hit.
21.
21. Well, yeah,
22.
22.
Yeah.
Whatever it is a hit. Shut up. 1 point of piercing damage, 1 point of acid damage, 8 point of piercing damage, 9 total.
10 total. Because +1 with the extra thing.
Yes. So,
I spent good brownie points on this.
yes, indeed. And you have a move action if you'd like.
Okay,
Do a
I'll
sick
just
roll.
I'll take my move action to spin in a circle on spot, and yeah, that'll do it.
No,
You know.
Malamander, when that guy tried to do his acrobatics check, I was thinking about like when you try and fat roll, when you're like over encumbered,
Just
you're
don't
just
roll
like,
that.
Alice, it is your turn.
Well, since Ort decided to be in the spot where I am, I'm just going to wait. Did I have to? Did my thing run out?
Yes, it has.
Okay, I'm gonna start it up, and I'm gonna put a little thingy.
Fragger.
Wait, let me scroll down.
Yeah. Remember, use the numbers. You can put a 3 on it to remember.
I'm gonna put a. We'll put a flag because ready, set,
Sounds
on
good.
3. Because on 3, go.
And then after your attack, you're going to have 2 more, so I'm going to put a 2 on there.
Okay. And then I'm still 10 feet away, so I can attack this guy.
Yep.
I'm gonna attack guard number 13.
And you missed.
Ah, damn it.
Turn Ferguson.
All right, so the creature I summon is a small earth element. If you, I don't know if you have one of those ready or not, but I know of its stats. So,
Well, hang on a second. Because something goes wrong, and you actually get yourself a medium earth elemental.
I'm totally okay with that.
But roll me a D100, please.
Oh Lord, okay.
Good enough. It where does it appear?
It will appear right here, where the arrow ends.
There you go.
All
I
right.
will control it, but it will act on your turn.
How tall is this earth elemental?
Look at it.
Well, I mean, like
It probably.
exactly.
I mean, look at it. You use your look action to look at it.
Oh. Whoops, I forgot.
It will move through the wall, and it will slam whatever is nearest to it.
For 8, and then
Okay, so it made an earth glide. Can it keep moving after that?
Yeah, it's just part of its normal movement.
So where's it going?
I can't see what it can see, so it's going to find a castle guard and attack.
It's going after the nearest castle guard, and it makes a slam attack. One slam attack.
It'll be at a +2 to hit and +2 damage as well.
It misses.
I'm gonna say.
I am going to cast, because that wasn't my turn, I'm going to cast one of my Unseen Servant scrolls, which I grab out very easily because of my handicap stack.
Gotcha.
So.
And you summon an Unseen Servant. Same place as the Earth Elemental?
No, just
somewhere.
Yeah, just somewhere.
All right. Castle Guard 15's turn. He is going to be bleeding. See if he can make a save. He doesn't. He's going to take a point of damage. He's going to stop bleeding. He is going to swing at Mr. Skeleton. Great sword. Skeleton. 10. He missed. Going to stay where he is. Ted is still unconscious. 12 is up on the bunk. 12 is going to make a will save and fail. He's still going to be shaken. He is going to fire at 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 targets. 6, 1d5 with Mr. Skeleton is 5 or a 6. Mr. Skeleton's 5 or 6. Getting a lot of background noise off somebody. I'm guessing Alan.
My bad. I'll just move the fan.
Okay, thank you. Yeah, much better. All right, Castle Guard firing 1, 2, 3, 4 skeleton.
Whoa.
6 is his target. That is the heavy crossbow versus Mr. Skeleton. And that's a miss. He's going to reload. Castle 14. Make will save. And fail. And whimper something about how he wished he hadn't spent all his money on booze. Ort, it is your turn.
Okay, I will try to do a trip attempt on Castle Guard 13.
$22 plus things is a trip. He is prone. Any movements or anything?
I'll go ahead and take a 5-foot step over here.
All right. Castle Guard 13, the one that just got knocked down. He's going to get up again, or at least try to. And he is going to take a attack of opportunity from Mr. Spooky Skeleton, who goes, "Wah." He's going to take an attack of opportunity from Alice if she wants.
Yeah.
No?
Yeah.
Da?
What?
Da.
No, I said yeah.
Okay.
Which one? 13?
13.
Come on.
He's standing up. 21 is a hit for 13 plus 2 is 15 points of damage.
Nice.
And he immediately regrets his action, as the Earth Elemental is also going to take a attack of opportunity. That misses, so he doesn't regret it that much. And let's see, he's not particularly afraid. Unfortunately, he can't move, so he is. A choice between Skeleton on a 1 and Elemental on a 2. Skeleton, it is. Long sword. Missed. And
Oh my god.
it is your turn, Ed.
Osmond.
Oh, my turn. I'm in.
Yep.
Right. Okay. I will try to shoot 15.
The one who's almost dead.
Yes. Let's see. Crossbow. I will shoot him. Normal.
12 ain't gonna do it.
Wow. These rolls suck.
God damn it.
At least I'm not hitting myself.
Nope. Your arrow just goes out of the distance.
Yeah.
Did you
It
want
went
to
too
move?
quick.
Yep.
Fuck the sound barrier. That guy was doing a wheelie too, I think.
Oh, yeah.
Oh my god.
Yeah. Fucking.
Did you want to move in?
No, I'm good. Thanks.
Bug, you believe yourself to be hidden at Alice's feet, or maybe in N's tail. I'm not sure anymore. But I do know you're hidden. What would you like to do?
Okay. I think I'm going to try to finish off number 15. He's almost dead.
That is going to do it. That is a hit. 4 points piercing damage, plus 10 for your sneak attack is 14, plus bleed is 15. Takes into -9. And he is, for all intents and purposes, dead. As your move, you want to hide again.
I actually have fast stealth, so I can
Oh.
I can hide a lot quicker than a move.
Gotcha. Mr. Spooky Skeleton. Almost falling apart, but he's still moving around. And he starts to raise his arms up and shake them wildly. Then it screams in fear, "No! The portal is opening too wide! The Dark Lord is coming! Flee, mortals! Flee while you can! He shall eat the flesh from your bones!"
Uh-oh.
I'm gonna look over at N and Cole, and I'm just gonna be like, "What the fuck?"
Cole, it's your turn.
Okay.
Oh wait, that was my. Oh wait,
No, that wasn't
never
your
mind.
turn.
I thought that was my turn. That's why you guys were laughing. I was like, "Damn."
Okay, I'll say to Mr. Spooky Skeleton, hold on. I'm gonna try something. Just stand really still. And I'm gonna shoot at him.
It's not standing still, it's flailing around. But nonetheless, you're able to hit it, and you do 3 points of piercing damage, and your arrow bursts into acid for 2 more. Total of 5 points, and it crumbles to the
6.
ground. 6 points. If you would be so kind as to put in that note, put it under, like, I guess it'd have to be in that attacks notes section that you do have the point blank thing or whatever.
Oh, sure.
Just otherwise, I'm never going to remember it. And I'm assuming you don't want to move.
Nope.
Alice, you're up.
All right, I'm gonna attack this guy again.
Wow,
Yeah.
there you go.
Okay, so what is it? 7 times 3? Or is it? Is it
It's going to be
5?
7 times 3.
Okay, so
And-
21.
Yep, and you need to hit that critical hit table.
I'm gonna make this color red because there's gonna be blood everywhere. Oh boy!
Nice.
Come on! Come on!
All right, so we're looking at 7 tripled.
Oh my god!
So that's 21 plus 6 is a total of 27. Believe it or not, he is still alive, but
Oh my god!
he is prone.
Wow! You barely survived.
And then the saw potentially winds down.
Yep. And are you going to use your move to restart your blade?
I'm gonna take a 5-step hop, just so I can see inside. What are the other guards doing?
Guard 14 is cowering. Guard 12 is on top of the bunk, getting ready to shoot at you.
Okay, so I'll have to. I'll pull it again.
You got it. Turd Ferguson.
All right.
Gotta yank it all the time.
I am going to pull out another scroll and cast another Unseen Servant. And my Earth Elemental is going to carry on doing what it was doing.
It is. It's going to make one more shot, and it's at a +4 because the guy is prone, and it just pounds him into the ground.
Beautiful. All right. Is there anyone near it for him to cleave?
No, there is not.
Okay. Yeah, because I can't see him. Alrighty. That's it for me, and I'm going to go subtract one of my scrolls.
Alrighty. Castle Guard 15's turn, but he just died. Castle Guard Ted is still unconscious, but let's see if he wakes up. Nope, not with a 9. Castle Guard 12 is up on the bed. He has 1, 2, 3, 4, 4 targets since he doesn't see Bug. Number 4 is his target, and that is N.
Me. All right. I am going to shoot.
I hit Bug. Hang on. No, it's not your turn, N. He's shooting at you.
Oh, he's shooting.
yeah.
I thought you said my turn. My
no,
bad.
I'm sorry.
Yeah, your turn to be shot.
Yep.
Nice.
So he tried to shoot at you, but he missed. Let me put Bug back where she was. He's going to reload. Castle Guard 14. I'm going to give him a will save. He is going to stand up, no longer frightened. And he is going to take well, no, he can't take a 5-foot step. So he is going to draw his spear. So, give me a second to find the right side. There we go. And his Gizarm. And he's going to stab at Ort. With a 27. So this is going to hurt, Ort. And a critical hit means, wow.
Oh my god.
Shit. So that's going to be 6 times damage. That's 50-some points.
Oh, wow.
Yeah, which...
Ort, I am going to have you roll me a d10.
That guy just got his nuts.
10. Wow. So you're taking whatever damage it is that takes you to -10 hit points. You're going to drop your weapon. You're prone. You're unconscious. Or unconscious. And you're bleeding and dying. And Castle Guard kind of looks at his spear and he's like, wow. Ort, it is your turn. The first thing you're going to need to do is make a fortitude save to see if you bleed out any further. You do.
I do.
Oh god.
You're now at -11 hit points. What is your Constitution score?
It is 12, so I'm one away.
Castle Guard 13, fortunately for y'all, is dead, and it is N's turn.
Well, that's unexpected.
Oh my god.
What can I do to help Ort? Can I heal him? Like with a normal heal?
Osmond.
What?
You have your light wounds, don't you?
Yeah, I do have.
If you move up adjacent to him and cast Cure Light Wounds on him, your healing will stop the bleeding. He will still be at negative hit points, but you can also do a heal check to stabilize him. But the Cure Light Wounds will both heal and stabilize. So that's
okay. Nice. So what if I cure moderate wounds?
That may take him into positive territory.
Okay, I am going to cure moderate wounds on him.
Okay, so the closest, safest spot for you to move is going to be right there. If you're a bug, but if you're you, it would be like right there.
That sounds like a great idea.
Yep.
Because I am not a bug.
Yes. And you're doing 2d8 plus 2, or how does that work?
2d8 points of healing plus 1 point per caster level, so plus 4, right?
That sounds right.
Okay, /R 2d8 plus 4.
I don't want to kill Castle Guard 14 just because of how badass that was.
That sucks.
Could have been worse. So, Ort, you are now no longer dying, but you are still unconscious and, of course, prone. And Bug, your cover just disappeared. So you're no longer hidden.
Okay. Just for the question, because that's what I want to do.
Okay, let me read your whisper. Hang on a second. Okay, so Bug just asked about the lighting situation, and I am going to say that there is a single torch in the corner, right here, which doesn't help you in YouTube. There we go. And there is also going to be a lantern. Let's see, what's a good lantern? Well, no, not a street lantern, folks. I don't know. This is at least throwing some light. There you go. In the middle of the table here, around which they were playing poker. So, Bug, I would say that getting the first one will not be difficult. However, getting the second one will. To simplify things, let's call it an acrobatics check.
Okay.
So if you fail, you get one. If you succeed, you get both. If you critically fail, you get neither. 29 is beautiful. So tell us what you do.
I put the light out.
Well, come on. You can be a little more.
Well, it's not me. It's the Dark Lord. He's coming, and that makes the entire world go dark. So
Gotcha. So let's see. You are going to end up here. However, it suddenly becomes dark. Let me take both of these light sources off. And let me see. Let's start at the top. Ort, do you have dark vision?
I would have to look at my race again. Just give me 1 second.
I think you do.
I think I do.
I think you.
I'd be surprised if it didn't.
Orids have dark vision. Yep. So I'm good.
Well, you are also unconscious, so it's kind of a moot point.
Yeah.
But that's all right. I am going to give you dark vision.
And
Actually, no, I'm going to make you blind because you're unconscious. Remind me when you become conscious. And do you have dark vision?
I do. I have low light vision, if that's the same
There's a
thing.
difference.
Oh.
You have dark vision.
I would not know. I have to look it up. It would be a racial trait, right?
Yep.
Well, a kitsune? I don't.
Yes.
I'd be surprised.
Well, every fucking creature in Pathfinder has dark vision.
Yeah, no shit. It really sucks as a GM whenever every player has dark vision.
Oh, I don't have dark vision. I only have low light vision.
All right. So you are going to be plunged into darkness when things happen.
Fun.
Let's see. Oh, no. There we go. Alice, you're a human. You do not have dark vision. I know that.
I'm half elf.
Oh. Does that dark vision give you?
I think so.
elves have
I
low
think
light.
so.
I'm half elf as well.
Half elf.
Yeah, he's.
It's the
The
same as
only
elves.
Low light vision. You are not.
Yeah.
Ah,
Cole, were
God
you
damn
a
it.
human?
I'm half elf.
Half elf also. No vision.
He's
and
more.
Tyndall, did gnomes have it?
No, they just have low light.
Why is low light so fucking common? God damn it.
And how about you, Bug?
I don't have dark vision.
Alrighty, so that should work. I believe nobody can see anything. I may be wrong. Looks like Jerry
I still
can still see.
Yeah.
And Strider can still see. There we go.
So
And let's see, Mr. Spooky Skeleton. Now you all hear the clanking of bones, but then all of a sudden there's just a rattling noise as all the bones suddenly just hit the ground. Cole,
shit.
it's your turn.
All right. So I'll quickly just select my character token and click this longbow button and shoot wildly at. Well.
Oh, I'm sorry. As the skeleton fell apart, it does say, "Thank you, Cole. I will always love you. You freed me. Please, if you could, but grace me with the one final kiss." I know it would help me move on in peace. No longer would my soul toil on this dark realm. So, yeah.
I'll let Boone carry you, and when we find the right location, I'll give you a nice smooching.
And I just realized that I can't see anything either, so I had my GM opacity all the way up. There we go. Now I can see you. So let's see. There you are, Call. And I'm going to change one thing. Let me see if I can do this. If I give you a negative light radius.
Fast on.
Can you now see yourself? No.
Not to my knowledge.
Nope.
No, that doesn't work. Okay, so
I can select myself if I like make a box, but
but then you don't have anything to target.
yeah.
So what would you like to do? What was your turn? I'm sorry to interrupt you.
Well, what do I hear then? I guess.
Well, let me get a perception check from you.
All right, that's something I can do and not fail at.
You actually rolled really well there. You
Cool.
hear the clattering of bones is coming from directly here. You are here. The bones were here. You hear giggling from over here. You hear some faint whimpering from over here. You hear like some shuffling of stone on stone from that direction. And you probably hear some giggling from over here.
He doesn't hear my chainsaw.
Oh yeah, you would hear the chainsaw from here.
Masks everything.
Yep. And you hear a faint whining from your wolf in this direction.
Oh. I'll say, Gary, I'm right here. It's gonna be okay. I don't think there's any real threats around here. I think we're all gonna be fine.
As he says this, I'm gonna say, Cole, you've heard of Grooves, right?
No.
They're like werebears, only worse.
Can I speak to them?
They only live in darkness.
It is
Wow.
pitch black. You are
It is,
likely
yeah,
to be
it
eaten
is.
by a grue.
Well, there's also the stuff from Pitch Black that live in Pitch Black, but I don't know what they're called. So
And now we're among them.
yeah, Vin Diesel might show up and save us.
I guess I'll get out my long sword and I'll just like
I want to
find a wall.
Yep. There's a wall directly behind you that you can follow.
This is great. Yeah, so I'm just gonna like hang out and wait until everyone gets situated.
Cool.
And I would ready my action, but I can't click the ready thing.
And I'm going to throw you a whisper because there's one other thing you heard.
Oh boy, the skeleton god.
You heard with heard.
Yeah.
So that is what you heard. Let me let you read it, and then I'm going to give you the ping here.
Oh.
Got it? And
Got
you're
it.
going to ready what action to fire your long sword or swing your long sword?
I just have it out like because I don't want to be shooting arrows blindly.
Okay.
If anything, I can just poke at stuff with my sword and hopefully not stab my friends.
Are you going to attack the first thing that touches you?
Probably not. I was surrounded by my friends before, so I think I'll be okay.
So you're just going to pass your turn, not a ready to action.
That sounds about right.
Alice, it is your turn. Alan?
Going to.
I see a red dot on you. What was that for?
Oh yeah, I put it on.
Okay.
Oops, my bad.
Your blade is fully revved up.
Can I roll perception and see if I hear anything?
Absolutely can, yes.
Okay, because I don't know jack shit. And it sounds like Osmond said something.
Yes, I have. I have whispered it to Mr. GM.
Why did I go to skill core? Maybe I could try and diplomize with the darkness.
What are you trying to do? You're trying to make a perception roll?
Oh, wait a second. Why am I
Token
doing a
action.
perception roll? I have I have a torch in my bag.
You do.
Yeah, so I'm just gonna light it up.
And it is Turd Ferguson's turn.
All right. Well, my Earth Elemental has Tremor Sense,
It does?
and I believe Dark Vision and all of that fun stuff. So it's just going to keep on flailing away.
So you hear just a horrible cracking and grinding noise that sounds exactly like a wooden bunk bed being torn up by a huge living rock.
Oh,
As
what a
it attempts to
coincidence.
climb and get the nearest guard, but it does so basically by destroying the bed. The castle guard falls down to the lower bunk, which is now the upper bunk, or the upper bunk, which is now on the lower bunk. And the Earth Elemental is going to make a slam attack against him, which hits.
Damage.
Does 9 points of damage plus 2, right?
Yep.
So that's 11. And it is able to make a cleave attack because there is somebody directly adjacent.
Nice. It will do that.
And it does, doing 15 points of damage to the second opponent.
And then I am going to take out a torch because I have handy haversack, so it's right on hand.
Uh-huh.
I will light it and hand it to an unseen servant.
You got it.
I cannot solely my hands. I will have another unseen servant retrieve soap from my bag, another one retrieve water, and another one begin lathering and rinsing my hands because I had to touch a torch.
Oh my
God damn it, Trevor.
Tyndall. And Castle Guard 15 is the last in this round. And he is dead, so he doesn't matter. And it is the end of the round, and I just realized that we've been going for 2.5 hours. So regardless of what anybody else says, we're going to take at least a 5-minute break. It's probably going to be more longer than that. And when we come back, we will see what happens next in the Color Animal Inn. See y'all soon.
I'm gonna go eat dinner.
I'm gonna go eat dinner.
I'm gonna go pee.